Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late-season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the 49ers going up against the Rams.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. On second down, here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Goff now looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles,
quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Slot man moves right. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Now it's gone. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. It's Johnny Hecker now, an All-Pro 3 of the last 4 years on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. But winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Connor Barwin leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's McBride. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he's got some physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter, even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. His pass caught at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, They like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Carlos Hyde with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 20. Not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2nd down following the run. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. This is taken at the 15. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Pierre Garcon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
11 yards for number 11. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Running left. Here's Hyde. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, 49ers. Carlos Hyde with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off around the 37. And they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, it's Hyde. Hyde, a first down and more. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Carlos Hyde becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the 49ers continue to roll. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And some space here.
Whoosh.
And a fantastic return all the way down to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now it's Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Not to turn away any of our viewers, but worth mentioning, I suppose, no team has ever come back from a deficit of this size and won an NFL game. The largest ever was 32 by the Bills over the Oilers in that. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off. And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And the Rams have got it back.
Yeah, holding on to the football is a big problem for the 49ers last year. Shouldn't surprise any of us, right? When you're 2-14, you probably will lead the league in fumbles.
14 record, kind of indicative. With very good field position. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that run, able to pick up something there, being physical running the football, but I think he's got really good vision and great feet. He's going to be the key to the...
And look out, I think he's going to go. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got him, took it all the way home.
Really impressive.